Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's November 6th, 2016, week 9 of the NFL season. A fellow subscriber this morning, something he posted, it made a light bulb go off in my head, and I said, why haven't I been doing this all this time? We're going to try something new this week. If it's successful, I'm going to do this every single week after. I'll probably even try it next week at least, even if it's not successful this week. Look, for 3 years, I have been proving how professional sports are scripted and how you can see through the scripting if you're aware of Gematria and Numerology. And I have been asking people to apply the research to what they see when they watch these games on the TV and prove it to themselves that the games truly are scripted and by exactly what I'm saying they're scripted by. The laws of numerology and Gematria. Many people in the last 3 years have begun contributing, made brilliant contributions, helped bring my work further. But still, not enough people are applying this knowledge, this research, and sharing with others. We have to share with others. We have to let our presence be known. You know, if my comment sections were full of people contributing the knowledge, and there are a lot of people who are, but still, if you go through my comments, it's still mostly people trolling and attacking and saying how crazy it is. If the comments were full of observations like this and people were reading through, it would become undeniable. And that's what I hope we do today as a team. Make this comment section undeniable with how these games are scripted by the numbers. So I'm going to read to you his comment. Then I'm going to teach you what Gematria is. And by the end of the day, if you apply this knowledge, I guarantee you're going to have something to share. Because all throughout the day, names and numbers are going to be put on the screen. And you're never going to see the code unless you know this language, which is so simple to learn, which I'm going to teach you how to use and what website tool you need to make it quick. You can even do it on your smartphone. So Ryan Steele, he wrote today, Zachary K. Hubbard, just seen Mike Wallace run after catch for a 95-yard touchdown. In Gematria, Mike Wallace sums to 95. Just heard them say he also had a 95-yard touchdown catch for Pittsburgh, who he used to play for. He is now playing for the Ravens, and guess who they are playing? Pittsburgh, his old team. They really do script the fuck out of the football and all sports. And, you know, again, I've been sharing this knowledge for 3 years, showing the definitive proof how they do this in front of our eyes every single game, throughout these games, and you'll never see it unless you know the code. So let's talk about what Gematria is, and let's also talk about why 95 is significant to Baltimore. So here's Gematria. This is a calculator. I'm going to link in the description the calculator, this website, so you can use it. Writingthebeast.com, Gematria calculator. The name Mike Wallace, as he said in Gematria, sums to 95. Today he had a 95-yard touchdown. He also had one when he played for Pittsburgh, who the Ravens are playing against, division rivals AFC North. Notice the name Mike Wallace, the small way, sums to 41. Baltimore's the same way. 95 the big way, 41 the small way. And very quickly, here's what these two methods are about. The big way, or English ordinal, it's using the alphabetic order. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, up to Z is 26. Z is the 26th letter. This English reduction, it uses the alphabetic order as well. But what you do is you turn each letter into a single digit. B is 2, so it stays 2. A is 1, so it stays 1. L is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. You make it a single digit. T is 20. 2 plus 0 is 2. I is 9. M is 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. O is 15, 1 plus 5 is 6, R is 18, 1 plus 8 is 9. You see how this works? E is 5. The thing about these two methods, English ordinal and English reduction, they'll always have the same numerology when you break down the word. 95 becomes 9 plus 5 is 14, 1 plus 4 is 5, 41 is 4 plus 1 is 5. They both break down to 5. Something to know about this calculator is the S exception. S is the only letter you have to compress twice to get to a single digit. S is the 19th letter. 1 plus 9 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. So S can be worth 10 or 1. On this calculator, it always makes S worth 1. So notice how sand is 11. With the S exception, as I call it, S where S is 10, sand equals 20. So S is special. United States in Gematria sums to 40 with English reduction. If you use the S exceptions, however, it's plus 9 for each S, which makes it 58. 40 plus 9 is 58. Not by coincidence, it was Freemasons that created this nation. This nation came about the same time English as a language came about, which is now the language of the One World Order, which is a Freemasonic world order. Freemasonry is 58, like United States is 58. Secret Society is 58. Freemasonry is what has invented American football, American baseball, these sports we play. These sports have always been corrupt on a professional gambling level since their inception. Why would they rig sports? To control gambling money, to control narrative, excitement, ratings, to attract commercial viewership, as sports have. This is why. There's so many reasons to script them. Sports have been scripted for over a century. There's all sorts of scandals in the history books. They tell you about those scandals to make them seem like they're rare. The truth is, every year, the leagues are scripted and rigged by the numbers, and when you pay attention, it becomes very obvious. There's a special number in English. The alphabet is 26 letters. In Gematria, which is older than English, the God number is known as 26. It's because the original alphabet based on Gematria and recorded history is Hebrew. The word God in Hebrew sums to 26. The Greek alphabet, which the New Testament was originally translated in, was also 26 letters. The word God also summed to 26. If you look up the history of the United States of America, it was created by Freemasons. Notice Gematria in English, sum to 74, like Masonic. The nation, the wars that created the nation were also paid for by Jewish bankers from Europe. Jewish 74, Holiday 74, Independence Day 74, Alphabetic Order 74. There's so much more to this topic. I'm just hoping that people who are watching this video, they're new here, and they're understanding. They're paying attention and not dismissing. Here's my deal. By the end of this day, in the comments section, everybody who shares a post, just like Ryan Still did, I'm going to make a video congratulating you, thanking you for your observation, and sharing it with everyone. I'm hoping there'll be hundreds of comments, hundreds of observations throughout the day. When you pay attention to how sports are scripted, you see that so often the stats that come up with the player's face, the number, the accomplishment by the numbers, you see how it syncs up with the player's name or the team name or how the player has the same name as the team. When you decode today for the first time, you'll probably see a lot of 83s. Football equals 83 the big way, 29 the small way. When you decode, you prove to yourself that this work is real, and I hope by the end of the day we have a very nice example of how real this knowledge is, how applicable it is, and how easy it is to see through the scripting once you apply it. So thank you, Ryan Still, and thank you to all of you who comment to this video. That's what I'm looking for. A long list of comments at the end of the day to make a video on to share. Look at all the observations that everybody made who was paying attention. You know, this morning I had the TV on for about 5 minutes. Show you something real quick here. Had the TV on for about 5 minutes. And I saw Eli Manning throw a 26-yard touchdown pass to number 13, Odell Beckham Jr. Eli Manning in his 13th season. We just saw LeBron win the NBA championship in his 13th season on a date with 41 numerology. We were talking about this number 41 with Mike Wallace in Baltimore. 41 is the 13th prime number. Prime number relationships are important. Here's another website you want to know about. Number Empire. Number Empire. You type in a number here and it tells you about a bunch about this number. 41, the 13th prime. USA equals 41. The nation began with 13 colonies, 13 stripes on the flag, 13 years of public school programming, 13 important to Freemasonry. The Bavarian Illuminati created on a fitting date with 13 families. See my video on the Bavarian Illuminati and the dollar bill? There's so much more to this, but just watching sports, you can validate in a day how real this study is. I challenge anyone who thinks this is a joke to do this today. Go to this calculator, type in these words using English ordinal, English reduction, the two important methods you want to know. Challenge anyone to do this and say Gematria is not real, you know? It's all day, every day in the world of professional sports. That's how I've called so many sports championships correctly in a very short period of time, including all 3, again, in the last year of the major sports leagues. NFL, NBA, MLB called all the championships from before the season began or within the first month. All right, truth seekers, thanks again. Until next time.